be looking at this, just hopping on for a minute. I thought that for those of you who may have checked out any of my Star Citizen um, gameplays and kind of interested, and a lot of them tend to be long, so I'm going to try to keep this just a couple minutes short. Um, uh, if you kind of have an idea what the game is, and if you haven't, the first time uh, either watching one of my videos or Star Citizen specifically, welcome to the verse, as they call it. So, Star Citizen, for any first time watchers, basically is a space sim where there is a ton of stuff to do. Right now it's one solar system, but it's about to expand to more, where each of the planets is fully realized. I mean, like, not really any loading screens. Um, they're like bodies, which are, planets, moons, whatever, that you can travel across. They're, various bases across it. They're going to be introducing things like players can build bases and whatnot, a plethora of vehicles, ships, land vehicles, and whatnot that you can fly, drive, etc., etc. A lot of different mechanics. Anyways, um, what this video is basically is to introduce. They have an event called I.A.E. Coming up November 22nd through the, I forget if it's the 5th, but from November 22nd through the beginning of December. Actually, let me look that up quickly again. Countdown to I.A.E. Okay, so yes, it is. As I'm looking at my other screen here, and it's taking set to load. Okay, anyways, um, where is this? Okay, yeah, to December 5th. All right, so what it's going to do each day is there are various companies that make these different vehicles in the game, and they basically display all the vehicles that they have for usage in the game, and including new vehicles upcoming, some that are still in concept, which means they're just in plan, some that are being released for, I believe everything at I.A.E. is actually going to be on sale, and they're not always on sale, some are for limited time. But anyways, so let's just take a quick look. This is the demonstration hall, and the thing that's really good about I.A.E. for players and non-player alike is that you can rent these ships for free. And I mean, you can turn down. Ooh, the sound is, music's like really high. Hold on. Oh, that's why, because I've got it up a little high. Alrighty. So hopefully that's a little better. Alright, so as you see right now, and each day during I.E., this is right now the PTU play test universe, basically getting prepared for the actual event on live. So they're basically doing I.A.E. for those of us who are already players, kind of just a pre-I.A.E., if you will. And then, like I said, they'll be going live to the public, where also new players can get in. I mean, people can come and play for free. Now, the model of Star Citizen, if you will, you have to, in general, have a ship that you've bought, which, there are starter packs, which can be like from 30, 20 something, $30. And during the events, Fly for Free, I.A.E., and others, a lot of times they're discounted anyways. And then once you have whatever that initial ship you buy or package or whatever, you don't have to pay anything else for the game unless you choose to, as far as buying ships, vehicles with real money, or you can just do them in game from earning money in the game. So, for instance, this is right now, I guess, one of the today is showcasing Drake, the company, as you see Drake Interplanetary, and this ship is called the Cutter Scout. I actually just came in a few minutes ago, and as I will show you in a minute, you can rent any of these for $0, and then you can try them out. So that back there is the Caterpillar. These are different variations of the cutters. So I'm going to go into Hall 4 because I've already just rented all of these, and just kind of show you what I'm saying as far as you can look at the console and it'll say, you can rent, or if it, was in the game, buy certain things, and it would have a money amount, but right now it's 0. So, as we're in here, further looking at ships, like this is the Buccaneer, and as we see here, has a little description of the Buccaneer. For instance, the Buccaneer has been designed from the ground up to fly and fight in the way you live. No leather interiors or hyperpillars here. The Buck is a scrapper designed to maneuver and fight above its weight class. This tough, rough and tumble frontier fighter can be maintained in the worst conditions in order to keep real working space crews alive. So as you see, it's the description here, Drake Buccaneer. It's a light fighter, the company, Drake Interplanetary. Rent to hold F, which is the action key, if you will, 0 right now. So that's how much it is. As I'm in PTU, they give us like 15 million to play with in general. If you want to buy a game to kind of ships to see what they're like before actually purchasing them in real life. But as it is one of the events, it is 0. So I'm just going to rent that. The Corsair, which is my brother's, one of his favorite ships, right here. Just going to go ahead. And as you see, 2 days. So as I.A.E. is going on, like I said, every 2 days, things will be shifting. Like, for instance, actual I.A.E., I see on our calendar, the first day is a company Crusader, or the first 2 days are Crusader and Umbral. So I'm assuming that's one day it'll be Crusader, one day it'll be Umbral. But as we go through the lobby here, we'll see if there's any others besides Drake. And actually, I forgot that there are actually 2 floors here, so this is the whole hall, because obviously the Corsair, as I say, for instance, you can see these are fully realized ships. You can go in, there's all the detail. And so what I think I'm going to do is, over the next couple days, between work and whatnot, I'm just going to take a look at, brief look through a lot of these ships. I don't know if I'll do everyone because that'll take forever. And I'm only got rentals for 2 days, but just giving you an idea. So we're going to the next hall. Okay. Hall 4, which I think so Hall 4 and Hall 5 are going to be pretty much static because they've had these mining ships here in each of these days. And as you see here, well, that's just basic, intro into kind of the situation things, getting your hands on as far as mining and whatever, so you can't just rent or buy things here. It's just kind of more info in these halls. But you're seeing some of the vehicles that will be presented in other things. So, let's look at, I think that's, okay. So yeah, So from Hall 5, again, like I said, all Drake things. So the Cutlass Black. The Cutlass Red, which most ships in this game, if you see, they have a red primary, as they're called, livery paint schemes. That's because it's a medical. As you see, manufacturer Drake, Focus Medical, and any of y'all, if you want, you can pause it and read the screen. Again, I'm still fairly new to myself to this game. I mean, I've only been playing it a number of months now. Okay. The Vulture, which I believe is a salvager. Oops. Yep, light salvage. Oh, that's weird. Why does it not have... Oh, there. Okay, let's try this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so, like I said, just for this video, we're just going to kind of go around to each thing, and then I may come back on a little bit later, and like I said, we'll kind of fly each of these for a couple of minutes, and look through them. Okay, the Steel. More troop transport, says. Okay. Drinks. Anybody need a drink? Need a coffee? Nutrition bar? Because in this game, you get hungry, you get thirsty. Alright, so we are going to go back out. Back out of Hall 5. Okay, back into the main hall. Again, there's the Caterpillar, mainly focused on like cargo and such. As we walk along here, you see different components for your ship, and you can change components within your ship, you know, buy faster drives, better weapons, etc., etc. And some of the halls are still closed. So as you can see in the lower left-hand corner, that is my nutrition, which is at 74%, so I'm still pretty good for a while. But if it dipped too low, then obviously I would need to eat or drink certain things. Okay, we're gonna go to Hall 2 and 3. Just kind of look in there. Again, you see. Okay, so Hall 2 is focused on cargo. Okay, but there's no further hall behind it. I don't know if that might have changed. Argo. Again, some of the land vehicles, but there's not a... Again, this is just a showcase area, not actual vehicle rental or purchase for during actual I.A.E. Alright, so we're just going to go downstairs, see what we got down there, and which they do have holographic displays of in-concept ships and vehicles. So, go third person for a minute, so you can see me, out of curiosity, in case any of y'all are curious. This is my PTU character. We'll just go to inventory for a minute, so I can circle around and you can see her. Just got some light armor on here. Alright. Again, just kind of area displays. Okay, so the mule. One of them. We got, see, can we actually rent from here? Yes, we can. There's mule. I believe these are, yeah, all mules, but let's just check it to see. Yeah, the mule. Alright. And we're gonna go around the corner, see what we got. Ah, the Dragonfly cover bikes. Let's look at the description again. The Drake Dragonfly, mainly for racing. Which they, but like I said, most of these vehicles have variations. Which I think these are all, yeah, Dragonfly blacks. Okay, so yeah, racing. That's going back up there. So let us see what's in the display hall. And as you can see, obviously you can toggle between first person, which most of the things are in, and third person. Ooh, okay, so what do we got here? That's a that's a little bit of a behemoth. So let's go to first person. Oh, okay, the Kraken. The Kraken is more or less kind of like an aircraft carrier, you know, in space. So, yeah, the Kraken has been released, and that means one thing: there's no putting it back. This attack carrier has changed the way militias operate forever in personal defense. The one thing you will never want to be falling behind. A protector and a beacon of freedom. In an often-cruel universe, Drake Planetary has made the Capital-class ship available to all those for safekeeping with unable to protect themselves. The Kraken is both a sanctuary and self-contained war machine ready to take on most daunting adversaries. So, yeah, you can see the Kraken is kind of a behemoth. Like I said, literally you can see kind of the platforms up there like a modern aircraft carrier. And so let's see what we got around the corner. Okay. Screen disconnected. Okay. Oh, okay. That's weird. Alright. So, I am going to... Well... We're going to pause this for just a moment. And then we're going to go... Jump to the... Oops. Next floor. Hold on. See, I don't want to... I don't want to stop it. Set up a new output. No. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to... Oh, okay, so broadcast... You know what? Well, hopefully there won't be too much of a lag. We're just going to see about going to the next floor. And you can see, of course, size comparison to vehicles. So as I've said, there are a lot of various gameplay styles and types for Star Citizen, which, like I said, I'm grateful for my brother to introduce me to it. One, of course, then because we get to spend a little play time, some fun time together, and a couple of friends of his that I've gotten to know and play with it as well. But the game really does allow you to do, almost anything you want as far as like play styles. So, okay, that's just Apex Hall. We are in Apex. Where's Zenith? One thing I couldn't figure out, do only some of these elevators have Zenith listed? Or does it vary? Surprisingly, we are in a non-armistice zone, which allows you to pull weapons and whatnot. So, so for instance, of course, like as with any shooter game, there are... Okay. Med pen. Okay, tractor beam, or multi-tool. Oh, okay. I guess the actual hall is... Okay, yeah, it's a non-armistice. But that's funny, in the elevator and coming into the building, it is armistice. That's really odd. So, okay, elevator's not wanting to work. Alright, let's see. No? Huh. Okay, well, there's another level, a hall called Zenith Hall. So, that is odd. I guess maybe it's just every other day? I mean, if it's every other day, then I'll, if it's later on in the day, then I'll, show that. Apex. Apex. Things up here. Like I said, there's generally one other option. I'll try one other elevator and then call it if that is it. Safe journey, safe journey. Yeah, I'm guessing Zenith, okay, must not be till later. Alright, well, as we are going back down to the lobby, it's kind of a long one, because I think this building we're in is pretty tall. I'm not sure exactly where outside on the map it is, I'll have to look for it. But okay, as if you look in the top left-hand corner, you'll see a little eyeball now, which means we are in armistice again, which means I can pull weapons. So, for instance, pistol. This is a... Hold on. But we're examining it. Gemini, barrel attachments, which I have none on right now. Okay, so this is an LH86 pistol. See, the multi-tool I just had is on my side. And normally I'd have a rifle or two of some type on my back, but since it's just I.A.E, you know, you would think no one shouldn't run into any problems, but actually, since this is a armistice area, someone yesterday punched me out or shot me. That was in an elevator with me, which I am very, very pissed about. But that being said, you know, it's what it is. So, since that seems to be it, when we get down to the bottom, I will see if there's any elevator that has Zenith in it, which, I mean, it should be in here. If not, then we will go ahead and ending in this. But yeah, so obviously from the different ships, there's plenty of PVE to the game. I mean, there's PvP with other players. Mining, racing, which I have not been a part of or witnessed, but I mean, there's a whole section on it. So, like, there gets people who love their racing. Actually, and I've showed this in other videos before, but just as a refresher to anyone who's watched my videos before or something new to others, if you look in contracts, you will see various things. So hauling and delivery, which is, cargo delivery are little small packages normally. Hauling are bigger containers. Bounty hunting, racing, salvaging, which that the Vulture, that yellow ship is, like salvaging ships. Service beacons, which are players in need, but they can be ambushes. Um, Investigations, searching for people. Priority status, which are like in-game events generally. Save Stanton, okay. And mercenary, which are generally like uh, destroying illegal monitors, call to arms, clearing claim jumpers, assisting the local security. Basically, those are bunkers, if anyone's for those who watch my missions. And research, which I haven't done any research yet, but may check some out at some point. So, that being said, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this if we don't hit the floor in the next minute, because I need to time how long this ride is. um, and like I said, we'll be making a video later looking at each of the ships just rented. At least that's the plan. And yeah, as always, I say, feel free to share, subscribe. Hopefully, give me a like if you like any of my content, gameplay or whatnot. Uh, Feel free to give me any suggestions and leave a comment. I try to reply back to them as soon as I can, as long as they're not something completely weird. And as always, thank you for watching. Oops, stream's active. Log out. Wait, what? Hold on.